Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports.
Just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively.
Through an opening, and there he goes. 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. And it's very quickly 8-0. Tell you what, they're not messing around. You get the quick touchdown, and then you go for 2 to go up 8-0 here on the road.
In a sense, they hit him with a big shot right away. You don't throw a jab after you throw the haymaker, right? Go ahead and go for 2. They did. They're in control.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it. But otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense. Get things going and see how things settle in.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. Yeah,
I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
On 1st and 10, Farr firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, far. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 54 yards.
And in doing preparation for the game, you notice where guys rank in the league in terms of statistical categories. He's 4th in the league in receiving yards. That caught my attention in a positive way.
They'll run on first down. Burgess. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down. Defensively, you give up the big chunk play there on the ground. Now they really have to bow up.
They certainly do, but I know how offensive linemen think. They don't care that the defense is going to bow up. They want to dominate them. They want to get into the end zone first and have the running back follow them. That's how they want to cap off this drive.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are within a 2-point conversion of tying us up. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. And
this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established his run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And it's 3rd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Still going. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
The tackle made at the
a gain of 3, 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
To throw on 3rd down, Andrews. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Complete to
From
number
a
80.
yard out. And the Falcons push further out in front. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
So now the Falcons are going to line up and go for two here. They'll look to throw, and he's got it. So the try for two successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. So two successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
The wide receiver.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
24-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Far. He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
The pass.
4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on the field?
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And shoving his way inside the 35. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Falcons offense set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
56.
Andrews throwing on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
To number 80.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 53 yards. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with the defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
Back to throw. Andrews to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's the fullback. hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Jones with a nice gain there on first down as he takes us forward and call it a pickup of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Looking to throw on second down. Far to Jefferson on the slant. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. To throw is Andrews. Off the play fake. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now they try the right side here. Big hold of the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
16 on the play. But it's...
And they give this time to the tailback. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. So a strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Now Andrews on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And here's Andrews on 1st and 10. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Looking to throw. Andrews. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
The quarterback sacked.
The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing: take care of the football.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Following the fumble recovery, Andrews. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking.
Point conversion.
They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards. They just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Tampa Bay offense and Ronald Jones leading them out. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, far, complete, Jefferson the target. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down, far, drops it to Jones in the flat.
The pass.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, far. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Plenty to look forward to in that early window, one being a noontime start up in Green Bay. A big one for the Packers, as they'll take on the visiting Carolina Panthers. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on the Arizona Cardinals. And finally, on Monday Night Football, should be a good one.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Sterling Hawkrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. Off the play fake. Far. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Off play action. Far. Able to get away. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Number 30.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
He's taken down at the 30.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a handoff looking right. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
56, right there, 56.
Andrews now to throw on 2nd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
At 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good. Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
He was brought down. At the
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Far. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And that'll make it 3rd down. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game. Pretty remarkable.
And so let's start talking about all-time records because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence or maybe starts a new streak now because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he's at Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Breaks a tackle. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time
one
we have to
positive.
leave the booth. Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game. And this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Andrews throwing on first down. He's going to air one out. He's got it at the 15. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 42 yards.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Barnes. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 14-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, what, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on. But apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded just inside the 20. And now running right through him. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Andrews. They've got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Number 88.
A gain of 32 that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. and now it's been a real issue for him during this game.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
To throw is Andrews. On 3rd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw. Andrews. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. So out come the Bucs now. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Farr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Farr. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup.
On 1st down, it's Burgess. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Farr. He sets up the screen to Jones. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Back to throw. Farr under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing to start the drive. Andrews. He'll right. He's got a man. Complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. With just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going up top. And this is caught. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QB is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun. I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this, but to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes has a way of catching up with you.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Far. The left side completion to Jones. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The line
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
tonight.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Falcons, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.